2K postseason. The road to the finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We'll hear from two of the qualified team owners, and of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. The fans are filling the seats in San Antonio, the site of our broadcast, and where the Spurs will be going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Looking at the Thunder, if tonight works out the way they hope it will and they walk out with a win, it will move them into position as the team with the 5th best record in the NBA. Well, last season was pretty much a lost cause with all the injuries that the Thunder went through. When this team is healthy, however, Kenny, do you feel they should be a top contender in the West?
Oh, when they're healthy, they're one of the best. I mean, the Thunder, with their roster complete, when it's complete and they're healthy, they can contend with anyone. I think they're dominant when their core guys are there. If one or two guys are missing, they play such a vital role that it's difficult for them to sustain any kind of success.
And injuries will be a factor for this team, as it is with every team. But, you know, they've made it to the conference finals over and over and over again. So hopefully they can stay healthy.
And that does it for us. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you a bit later.
Everyone from San Antonio. The Spurs playing host to a Western Conference affair here at the sold-out AT&T Center. Mucho gusto, and welcome to Noche Latina on 2K Sports. From the jerseys to the food to the halftime entertainment tonight, a distinctive Latin flavor. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Sitting at 3rd in the West, there's no question this is a top-notch team.
And they're playing some of the most impressive basketball we've seen all season in the NBA. It's hard to think of any team that's played better than they have during this streak.
And, Greg, I love the attitude they're bringing onto the court every night, the belief you can see in this group. It's going to take something very special to beat this team.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at the Thunder. Westbrook the point with Waiters at the 2. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Smith. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. To the paint. Here's Smith. It's deflected. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Leonard. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Leonard's got his first 2 points.
What a pass by the fearless Manu Ginobili. Great teamwork.
Jordan the screen. Here's Waiters. Sweet little floater.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Here's San Antonio coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
No good from Durant. Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Aldridge with a screen on Westbrook. Ginobili attacking. It's rebounded by Durant.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Here's Freak. Dion Waiters making his last shot. Freak with it. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Durant. Leonard with the steal. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. And laid in to finish the break. Leonard's got his second basket.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Now here's Durant. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. Jumps up. And Aldridge slams it in.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Jordan with a screen on Ginobili. Here's Waiters. No good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Right wing. And a wide open look for Freak. The Thunder pull it in. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Passes to Aldridge. Durant against Leonard. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Now here's Waiters, who's coming off a 13-point game against Minnesota. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Westbrook. Steps back and fires. And that one's good. Freak.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock.
So both teams making some changes here.
Something on the offensive end. It's simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll.
Under trailing by 8. Now here's Waiters. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Kane dishes to Waiters. Clock at 6. Here's the teardrop. The rebound by the Spurs.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Parker's shot is off.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Waiters passes to Payne. Back to Waiters. The feed to Payne. Shot on the wing. It's hauled in by Tony. Both teams changing it up here. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Freak in at shooting guard. Anderson is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Tony Parker. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Durant. He's got 12. To the inside. Here's Westbrook. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And it's 6 points for Russell Westbrook.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Freak with it. Now Smith defending. Durant with the steal. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. A chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers got the job done. He had 18 points and added a few rebounds as well. His output helped his team stay hot as they have been playing some great team ball of late.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Westbrook drives in. Good on the 13-footer. Westbrook's got 8 points.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
And that one's good. Free. There's a minute 47 left in the first half. outside Westbrook. Kicks it to Waiters. Screen by Smith. Durant with a wide open look. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Durant's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Thunder. San Antonio's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And he can't hit the second.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
And Waiters has it in the corner. Here's Jordan. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
You know, it's been a rougher year than he expected at the line, guys. I mean, he's seen the numbers dropping off for him this year.
And the Spurs making a change here. Duncan's checked in.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Now here's Durant. He's got 16. Smith. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Smith's got his first basket of the night. The Spurs have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. No good on that one. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Man, I like their approach to the game right now. There's tremendous aggression on both ends, putting the onus on the officials.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Anderson with the block. Freak kicks to Leonard. Stolen by Durant. Inside. Got a piece of it. Deep 2 from Anderson. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And that's a big bonus for him.
Okay, guys, we got a few minutes here. Let's go over a few things before we get going again. I like the way we're valuing the basketball. Keeping those turnovers down has really helped us throughout the first 2 quarters. One big reason to be encouraged is the scoring we got off turnovers. There's nothing that'll lift a team up like good defense leading to offense, and that's just the kind of lift we could use. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed, but somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal. We know we're up against a tough team tonight. Let's show them we're just as tough.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
What a performance from Durant here. 16 points now and 3 great steals. This game is all about him right now.
Full domination mode, guys.
So the Thunder 5 right now. On the perimeter, it's Waiters and Durant. Smith out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Westbrook in at the 1.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Outside Durant. And it's Smith, top of the key. Lets it go. But they get it back. And the pass to Westbrook. Dishes it to Waiters. Rebound, San Antonio. The last encounter was in Oklahoma City where they were able to handle the Thunder.
Their last game against this squad, they won out thanks to some big contributions from the bench.
A total team effort. And I think the starters enjoyed a chance to be able to step back and relax and enjoy how the bench played.
Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Westbrook drives in. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
Risky pass.
The Thunder have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And Waiters kicks to Westbrook. Goes up on the block and off the glass. That one's good. Westbrook's got 10 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Freak kicks to Mills. Leonard dishes to Freak. And he gets the bucket. 15 points in the game.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Westbrook. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And that's 12 points for Russell Westbrook.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Leonard against Smith. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. They get Russell Westbrook.
Complete domination. What a game for Freak. 15 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
And Clark, he's been terrific in terms of his positioning and boxing out very well also. Just battling hard on every possession.
Duncan, he's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Westbrook kicks to Waiters. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Westbrook, no good. San Antonio trailing here. The drive by Green for the tie. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Let's pause for just a moment to see the teams that have been extremely effective with their three-point shooting this past month. In the third spot, the Spurs.
And right now, their three-point shooters are in terrific rhythm. I mean, they've put on a display here from long range.
For the Thunder, Adams, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. McGarry comes in for Smith, and it's Payne in for Waiters.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Payne gets a wide-open look, drills it from outside. Payne's got 6.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Duncan kicks to Freak, fires from deep. It's hauled in by Adams. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Payne with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's Westbrook. The shot is off. So the Spurs will take it the other way. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that will be the third of 5 straight played at home. Mills passes to Freak. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's short off the rim.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Adams against Duncan. Drive by Adams. And the shot is good. Now it's a 5-point Thunder lead.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the
second half of the season. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
San Antonio making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Duncan with the screen for Freak. Duncan outside. It's Parker outside. That's good, and Sir Duncan with the assist. 7 points for Parker.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Payne in the post. Here's Adams. Shot is off. Great D that time from Duncan. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Deflects the pass, and that's on bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. 54 seconds left in the third. Freak kicks to Ginobili, and he gets the bucket. Ginobili's got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really, all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Duncan. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They now take the lead. And that's 19 points for Freak.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And here's Payne. He's got 6, and the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside Durant. Feeds to McGarry. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for it. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Thunder trailing by 3. Freak, he's in the point guard. Aldridge out there with Ginobili, and it's Mills, and that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Durant drawing the double team. Clock at 6. Mills with the steal, and Mills with a clear path to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway late. Mills has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Spurs. And let's get your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Here's Smith. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And he can't get the first one. And the Spurs making a change here. Leonard's checked in. And the second free throw, good. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Aldridge. Here's Freak. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Freak's got 12 points here in the second half.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Waiters no luck.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, you might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
And it's Aldridge missing. Thunder trailing by 8. Now here's Waiters. Payne with it. Pass to Smith. It's deflected, but they recover it. And Durant gets it to go. The assist from Payne. 19 points for Kevin Durant. Spurs leading by 5. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Mills. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Payne dishes to Durant. In the corner, Smith with it. Now here's Waiters. Defense right on him. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Green, he's checked in for San Antonio. Six on the shot clock. They set the pick. And Waiters kicks to Durant. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter. A very hot shooting second half has seen them bring that field goal percentage way up.
Yeah, and they're cruising right now, looking to add to the lead.
Thunder trailing by 7. Puts it up from 12. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Durant's got 8 here in the quarter. The Spurs have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Yeah, and even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that. Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And the foul call in Kawhi Leonard. A different look now for San Antonio. Duncan comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Ginobili in for Daniel Green. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Payne. Pass to Waiters. No good.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Here's Duncan. Durant with some nice D.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
From outside the arc. Here's Smith. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Duncan. Spurs leading by 5. Freak kicks to Ginobili. Lets it fly from 18. San Antonio again missing. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. The shot's good from Smith.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. Again, Durant missing. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
The floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan said to the team. He wants them to pick it up and really go for it right now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
Outside Westbrook. Jumper off the screen. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Here's Jordan to the inside from 11 feet away. No luck. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
and so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion. Just too much of a deficit to overcome.
Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? Man, oh man.
Does he ever.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. The open shot, Durant. And a miss there off the inbound. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
There's Freak. San Antonio again missing. And so it's San Antonio with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch there. This crowd was not going to let this one slip away.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Tony, after trailing at the half, how does this team maintain its composure and keep working hard out there to pull out the victory like you did here tonight?
Well, we have a lot of confidence in this team, and we just felt like we just played bad in the beginning, and we were playing better and better, and we felt relaxed and no panic. That was the whole thing. In halftime, we was like, no panic, we'll come back.
There's very little this group has not seen, guys. Back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
His field goal percentage was excellent, up over 60%. This was a player in total control of his game. He didn't try to do too much. He didn't get reckless, just took what the defense gave him.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal,
on 2K TV postseason. The Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from two of the qualified team owners. What's up, guys? I'm Rachel, and welcome to 2K TV postseason. We are moments away from the highly anticipated Road to the Finals tournament. Today, I'm joined in studio with Scott OG, who has been helping all of our teams get better and better. and keeping us up to date with all of this road to the finals madness.
Yes.
How much do you think what seed your team has is going to come into play during this tournament?
Honestly, not much. I mean, we're going 1 through 16, but unlike, in other tournaments where a 5 can beat a 12, I would not be surprised at all if a 16 beat a 1. But all these teams are really good. I mean, you're playing for $250,000, so I don't know. Styles may make fights. Some teams are going with 3 bigs. Some people are playing with 4 small guys, which would be interesting.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of different elements that can come into play, and especially when it's single elimination.
Mm-hmm.
You could just have a bad game.
Absolutely.
Like we've seen in other tournaments.
One and done. One of the more interesting parts as well is some of these owners. So if you're on my team and say we have 15 players, I mean, you can only take 5. So there's a team that's out here that I think is the favorite, notorious for winning, and we'll get into them in a minute. They've played with 12-plus players, but only 5 can go to play for $250,000. So somebody's got to give it up.
Yeah, we could make a reality show out of this too. See what the internal drama is.
Oh no.
And speaking of team owners, recently I caught up with Chris from The Good Life to see how his team is prepping for the tournament. So check it out. What's up, Chris? Congrats on you and your team making it into the Road to the Finals tournament.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So how many rounds did it take you guys to qualify?
It took us 4 weeks because the days are a grind. You got to play a bunch of games to get in there. We've been playing with each other for a while now, so.
Did you have to change up your strategy or anything for Road to the Finals?
Yeah, we have 2 big men and 3 guards. But now we roll with 4 guards and 1 center. We try to be like the Golden State Warriors.
Do you think you've succeeded in that strategy?
Yeah, it's worked out well for us.
And looking forward into the tournament, you're going to be playing against some really good teams. Are you preparing in any different kind of way?
Yeah, we've been practicing a bunch the last 2 weeks. Definitely going to help us going forward. We got some schemes ready that we haven't taken out yet. Yes, we're going to be ready when it comes down to it.
So who do you think is your toughest competition?
Timely Cook and his squad look pretty good, so they're going to be a tough game.
Well, do you have any last shout-outs?
Yeah, I'll give my squad a shout-out. Precision, Biggie, Hood Thoughts, and Shumpert Life. Let's get it.
Cool. Well, good luck in the tournament, and we'll definitely be checking out your games.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
They're one of my sleepers for sure.
They had an NBA team as inspiration.
Yes.
Or their model team.
As they should. And I'm glad it was the Warriors and not the Rockets. Okay?
Well.
So they just said, hey, scheme-wise, we're going to go 4 out, 1 in. Winning tips, we do that all the time. We've talked about that formation quite a bit. The game is spread, so I would just run spread pick and roll. It seems like they got some schemes that they haven't pulled out of their pocket yet, so I'm excited for them.
I think that style of play is more adaptable, and you can easily, transition your style of play depending on who you're going up against. And Good Life will be going up against Late Night Crew.
Yes.
Who had an interesting story.
Jeez, yeah. The Late Night Crew has a core of 15 people, and they had 3 different teams qualify. Now, if you think about it, we got
3 different rounds.
Yeah, they've played over 1,000 games together. And then they forfeited one of those teams and just said, hey, we don't got enough against to spread this out amongst 3. And here we are. Now they're in. They're crazy skilled, obviously, so good for them.
Now let's hear from Damaris of Swish Basketball, who shared his team's strengths and why he thinks they'll come out on top. What's up, Damaris? Thank you for joining us. Congrats on getting into the Road to the Finals tournament.
Thank you.
How did you get together your team?
Well, actually, me and my team, we've been playing together for approximately 4 years now, so we've been together for a minute now.
Oh, cool. So when you heard about Road to the Finals, you were like, we have to do this.
Yeah, I had to. I jumped up for joy when I heard 2K was coming out for this. We've been waiting for it.
So did you do anything in particular to practice for this tournament?
Mainly just staying on point with our guys and making sure everybody's on at the same time and calling off work a lot. But
yeah, I won't tell your boss.
Thank you.
How would you describe your team's style of play?
We play a fast-paced, crash the boards type of style of play, and we rotate the ball. We play more of a Spurs type of offense.
If you guys win, do you have plans on how you would spend your earnings?
We haven't got there yet, but we gonna do it together. Whatever we do with the money, we gonna do it all together as a team. We won as a team. We're going to spend it as a team.
Awesome. Well, good luck in the tournament, and we'll definitely be watching your games and keeping up with it.
All right, thank you. You'll see us soon.
Like Damaris talked about, his team is trying to emulate another NBA team, the Spurs. Also play team basketball, but a bit different.
Swish basketball is playing like the Spurs of 2 years ago when they beat the Heat in the finals, as opposed to now, where it's dumping into LaMarcus Aldridge and let him do his thing. They are top 5 right now in assists amongst the 32 teams at 41 assists a game. So they're absolutely moving the ball. They're shooting it at 75.5%, and they're shooting 70% from 3. So, yeah, they're passing up a good shot for a great shot.
Yeah.
Again, another team to be reckoned with.
So let's talk about the team who statistically is the most impressive. They're all impressive, but there's one team that really stands out.
And that's notorious for winning. That is the crew. That is right now. That's my favorite. They have a core 5 guys who really play together. They averaged in their 4 qualifying games. They averaged 128, and they had a point differential in those games of 87.
This is insane.
Playing
But
like a video game.
they haven't got to the elite yet.
Absolutely.
So I don't know if they can keep that 87 during this tournament.
Absolutely. We've seen duds, in the playoffs after they show, get this 1 seed, a la Dallas Mavericks. Was that 2006 when Golden State took them out? And Dirk was the MVP. We've seen stuff like that happen. It could easily happen here, but the numbers are alarming. They're shooting almost 80 from the floor, and 68 from 3.
I'd be
That's
interested
ridiculous.
to see if their strategy changes at all going against these elite teams.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. They've been playing guys, not in them streets every day. So they're going to run into a 99 with all badges, and then how is that really going to change?
Right.
Because they're clearly pressing. You have to press. You have to cause a bunch of turnovers to score 6 points per minute.
Right.
It's insane.
And our game has evolved a bit since the beginning of these qualification rounds as well, so might make it a little bit tougher, but I think better.
Absolutely.
In the end.
Absolutely. We listen to our community every day. We're in the forums every day. So, yeah, the latest update, guys had to adjust.
There you go. Give me that. Oh, come on. Give me that. Oh. Oh, take him. Hey, watch him.
And going on this week in-game, make sure you vote on which top plays you want to see next week. Should they be highlights from Rivet City, Sunset Beach, Old Town, or from Antioch? House rules are in Rivet City and we are playing double dunks, so get excited because each dunk is worth double. We hope you guys enjoyed breaking the game with Steph Curry for the 30 hours where he was made the best shooter in NBA 2K history. Now let's take a look at some of your best Steph plays that you submitted on social media.
Oh my God.
And you expect nothing less from the defending champion.
Well, last season's
continues. They are going to be
not at all. I mean, you shouldn't even consider taking that shot.
Curry against Curry. Bogut kicks to Curry. Look at this. And it's Barnes, and it's small forward.
Wrapping up our Road to the Finals chat today, what are you most excited about?
Just that initial first day, you know, no different than charting every other tournament and following it. Us in the office will be, you know, glued to the TV. Hopefully everybody else is at home. And that's it. Just see who comes out of this thing. You know, did the seeds really matter? This is the first time we're doing this. This is 250 grand. Relationships are on the line here. You know that.
I know that we will all be in the war room capturing just as much action as we possibly can.
Yep.
So make sure you guys stay tuned for that in our next episode of 2K TV. Catch all of that action there. But in the meantime, you guys can check out all of the tournament games live in-game through the 2K Streamcast. And don't worry, if you miss one, we'll have all of them available on demand. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. And of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV Postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners, and of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV Postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners, and of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV Postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners, and of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV Postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners, and of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV Postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners, and of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV Postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners, and of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV Postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners, and of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV Postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners, and of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV Postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners, and of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV Postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Glad you are joining us today as we enter the final episodes of the NBA regular season. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the San Antonio Spurs at AT&T Center. Well, for San Antonio, with a win here today, they'll stake a claim to the second-best record in the NBA. That tells you all you need to know about the year they're having. Well, the Big Three have been slowing down over the years, but the Spurs seem to keep the machine moving. Can you make the argument, Kenny, that the Spurs are shifting more towards becoming Kawhi's team in the future?
Well, I think Kawhi has done a great job, and he might be the most talented, impactful player on this team at this point. But I could see the Spurs adding another mix to him at some point. And when they add that mix to him, he also will be a much bigger contributor than he is now.
Listen, as long as the Big Three are in the locker room, it's their team, especially from a leadership perspective. But Kawhi.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche Latina in the NBA. An annual tradition celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's been home cooking for the Spurs in the midst of a homestand here in San Antonio. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory. They've got a nice head start on this season series, up 2 games to none.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance. And road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
And now the Lakers starting group. Young is up there with Randall. And there's Bryant. Then it's Mozgov. And it's Russell in at the point guard.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Here's Russell following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Here's Young. Tries again, and it's blocked. Freak dishes to Ginobili. That's good. Ginobili's got his first points in this one.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Bryant. Kobe can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
There's Freak. Nice D from Russell.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And Bryant kicks to Randall, and it's good.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
And that one's good. Free.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
Now, here is Russell. 26 points for him last game against Detroit.
And also, his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved. And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Freak passes to Leonard. Outside Aldridge. Let's go. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
The drive by Russell. It's hauled in by Ginobili.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And Doris Burke spoke with George Carl. Doris?
He knows this won't be an easy game, especially defensively. And he talked about how difficult it is to contain shooting guard Manu Ginobili. He told me Ginobili is one of those right-brain scorers. He just sees the game just slightly differently. An angle to get by his man or an opportunity to draw contact. And of course, he can really do it all. Drive, shoot, and pass. Kevin, Ginobili, without a doubt, one of the more well-rounded and competitive players in the entire league.
Thanks again, Doris. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Parker comes in for Manu Ginobili. And then for Los Angeles, Hibbert comes in for Mozgov. And it's Williams in for Kobe. Parker against Russell. Young, a screen on Parker. Russell kicks to Young. Here's the three. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Parker against Russell. Here's Freak. Rebounded by the Lakers. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And really, had they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game, I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line.
6 to shoot. Williams with a clean look. Offensive rebound. And stolen by Hibbert. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Duncan inside. Covered by Hibbert. And he gets the bucket. A minute 42 left to play here in the first. Outside, Russell. Screen by Young. Russell dishes to Williams. Lots of room. Randall kicks to Russell. Screened by Russell. Leonard against Young. Pass to Hibbert. Here is Williams. Looking for his first basket still in this one. 4 on the shot clock. Over Freak. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Spurs leading by 5. Parker passes to Freak. And it's good in the assist by Parker. That's 7 points for Freak.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
There's 47 seconds left in the first. Randall a screen on Parker. There's the pass to Williams. Shoots the 3. Young dishes to Randall. That's good.
Yeah, he earned that
one. Lakers trail by 16. Freak in at shooting guard. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Parker, and that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Here's Williams, and it's blocked. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's Freak. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Great hustle defensively through the first half. Contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And that one's good. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Leonard hits them both. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Picked by Randall. Randall with a screen for Russell. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Tony Parker. Spurs leading by 17. And stolen by Russell. They push it up 4 on 3. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Thunder was just a man on a mission. He finished with 27 points, and he did some work at the line, drawing a lot of fouls and knocking down the free throws. Just another fantastic showing in what has been a great stretch of basketball for him.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy. That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc. 3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Now here's Freak. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line.
We've got 1:08 left to play here in the second quarter. Picked by Randall. Randall a screen on Parker. Hibbert with a screen for Russell. And Williams, here we go. Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. And he gets off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc. And boy, are they taking advantage.
Here's Williams after the basket by San Antonio. Shot clock at 5. Up off the screen. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Mozgov, he's checked in for Randall. Nance comes in for Young. And Kobe is subbed in for Williams. And he gets the bucket. 10 points for Roy Hibbert.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first. And that was pretty good.
Russell against Leonard. And Freak gets it to go on the assist from Leonard. 15 points for Freak.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Outside Bryant. He kicks it to Russell. Shot off the screen. No luck.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert that.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same in the second half. Our shot selection couldn't have been better. That's the first thing I'll say. I want to see the same patience and decision-making in the second half. The guys I will give credit to are the guys who came off the bench and gave us the scoring pop we needed. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Freak. He has 15 points and also a block shot.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Young. Mozgov is out there with Julius Randle. And there's Bryant, and it's Russell in at the point guard position. And San Antonio has possession following the three-pointer by Kobe Bryant. Good! And that's 17 points for Freak.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Randall with a screen for Russell. Picked by Mozgov. And here's Young from the arc. Can't get it to go. And the Spurs going the other way now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
And here's Randall. Manu Ginobili getting his 3 to go. And Young kicks to Kobe. And he makes good on the layup. Bryant's got 5 points so far.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
From long range or short, the small forwards on this list have been on target for the past.
That efficiently on the perimeter, it gives you a remarkably dependable option every time down the floor.
Boy, does it ever. I mean, he's a marksman from anywhere on the court. And it doesn't hurt that he works nonstop to get himself open either. I mean, he's constant motion out there.
Now here's Freak. 17 points in the game. Here's Marjanovic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 8.
And we're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point. You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list. Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Kobe kicks to Russell. Picked by Mozgov. Russell passes to Bass. Mozgov dishes to Russell. A floater. Great tee that time from Freak.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
A nice shot by Aldridge.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Now here's Ginobili. 8 points for him. Inside, Freak. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Ginobili's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate.
Getting exactly
Spacing.
the kind of look.
Spacing.
Los Angeles has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Williams attacking on the wing. Nance. The 3-ball. San Antonio with the rebound. Duncan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. He had a nice open look right there. That's now 22 points for Freak.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Outside Williams. He dishes it to Hibbert. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up. And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Freak in at point guard. Aldridge out there with Ginobili. Then there's Duncan. And it's Mills in at the shooting guard position. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And he gets it to go.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
Picked by Randall. Russell kicks to Williams. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Out to the wing. Aldridge's screen. And Mills kicks to Freak. And it's San Antonio with another. Russell with it. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Now the feed to Young. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 5 assists in the game. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 or 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Freak kicks to Duncan. He feeds it to Ginobili. Duncan dishes to Freak. That's tipped. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Russell passes to Young. Randall kicks to Williams. Clock at 6. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Wood, he's checked in for Hibbert. And it's Brown in for Lou Williams. Mills dishes to Freak. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Freak's got 4 this quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
They set the pick. Outside Russell, picked by Randall. Young's shot is off. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pass to Freak. Three-pointer. A rebound by the Lakers. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip. Brown, good.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Freak passes to Spates. Ginobili kicks to Freak. Misses off the right iron.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Brown dishes to Russell. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. West is checked in for San Antonio. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. Brandon Bass is checked in for the Lakers. Baylor comes in for Young. Now here's Bass. Out to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Knocked loose. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. Here's Freak. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Freak's got 13 points here in the second half alone. The drive by Russell. And he gets it to go.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Nancy's checked in for Wood. Freak passes to Mills. Picked by West. Freak kicks to Mills. Inside. Puts it up from 12. And David West, the bucket on the assist by Mills.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Brown outside. Back to Russell. David West grabs the miss. West has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Here's Russell. Mills with the rebound.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing him.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Every time. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Spurs making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. The Lakers also with the sub. Bryant is checked in for Brown.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Spurs.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first two games against this team, which equal to 2 wins.
Greg, if it ain't broke, why fix it? I mean, why change anything? Knowing how well they played in those 2 games, they probably couldn't wait for this one to wrap up the sweep of the season series.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Freak. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Russell inside. Soft touch off the glass.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Green dishes to Freak. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Offensive rebound. Spates kicks to Ginobili. West passes to Freak. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Freak's got 32 points in the game. Now Russell. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Craig Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And time now to head over to Ernie Johnson for the 2K postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is, he's not going to gloat even though he's having a great performance. He's going to just go right back out there, get to work for the next game.
I don't know what got into him tonight. Whew. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this
Today on 2K TV postseason. weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at BC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at BC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at BC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at BC and 2K TV. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. The regular season on its last legs. We can almost taste the playoffs from here. Kenny, how do they taste?
Wait, hold on. Ooh, tastes like chicken.
Barbecue chicken?
Oh, yeah.
In this game, we'll see the Utah Jazz against the Spurs in San Antonio. Not a lot to complain about for this San Antonio group right now. This is a team absolutely firing on all cylinders, a 12-game winning streak, and they're playing free, no pressure. They're taking it all one game at a time. Tonight, the fans getting a chance to enjoy watching Tony Parker, who came into the league as a speedster point guard, but now as a veteran, Kenny, he's evolved into just one of the best team leaders on the floor.
Unbelievable that he still has the same amount of speed at his age that he does now. I mean, and then the floater. He's probably the best in the last decade at shooting that shot. Used to be called a runner, now it's a floater, but he's the best at it.
Yes, he's the best at the floor. Not really a great shooter, but efficient shooter. Career field goal percentage under 50%. I agree. Kenny.
The Jazz are away from home as they take on their Western Conference rival in today's game. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Latino, celebration of Latin culture in the league. It's become an annual tradition and a very good one. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. They continue to spread the load, trying to compensate for the injured Dante Exum.
Kevin, yeah, he got injured a few games ago, and it's been tough without him.
And we've seen what a different team they are without him on the floor. I mean, it has not been nearly as cohesive a unit as when he's there.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, the forwards are Hayward and Favors, and it's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Alec Burks.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Freak passes to Ginobili. Here's Aldridge. Gobert pulls it in. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to Oklahoma City.
And just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
Freak. Rebound, Utah. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
Greg, we know how important it is when you can go to your reserves without much drop-off in production. It gives you a big advantage. I know they'd love to see that again tonight.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And here comes Hayward, leading the fast break. And the rejection by Leonard. To the paint, to end the run. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Jazz have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. We'll now go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Quinn Snyder. Doris?
Guys, he reminded me that despite winning their first 2 matchups of the season, they've been fortunate to come out on top against a team that's tremendously disciplined offensively. He said you cannot relax against them. They'll make you pay for those defensive lapses. Kevin, we'll see if they can stay the course and get another win.
Okay, thank you, Doris. What will you guys be looking for overall, defensively from this team, given they're facing such terrific shooters tonight?
It's going to have to be a total team effort, guys. I mean, you have to be ready to provide help defensively literally every moment you're on the floor.
Exactly. When it's a team that shoots it as well as they do, guys, I mean, one-on-one defense isn't enough. Everybody has to be tied together, rotating, helping, and very much aware of where the ball is.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Gobert, the screen. To the middle. That's tipped. And Ginobili with a clear path to the rack. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Freak. Leonard's got his first bucket of the night.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Will it go? It's deflected. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Great dishes to Aldridge. Great D that time from Favors.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Burks can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 3. Outside Leonard. Here's Aldridge. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Aldridge has got himself on the board with 3 there.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep
so San Antonio goes to the fresh
down
5 on the floor.
Run some pick and roll up top.
On offense, here are the Spurs. This run now up to 13-2. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for San Antonio. Freak in at shooting guard. Duncan out there with West. Then there's Parker. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. Here's Harris following the score by Tony Parker. Harris gets the foul. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, that was a pretty assist by Harris.
San Antonio leading by 6. Parker passes to Freak. Outside Leonard. Freak dishes to Parker. Down low, West. And the layup's good off the glass. West has got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Here's Powell. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for David West. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Here's Gobert. Fires from 14. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Powell. And San Antonio has possession. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers put on a show. He dropped in 32 points, and there didn't seem to be much you could do to stop him, shooting efficiently from both the field and the foul line. It was a matchup that he took over, and he seemed to be able to do whatever he wanted out there. We'll see if he can sustain it, Kevin.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
Here's Duncan. Here's Leonard. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Leonard's got 6.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Here's Aldridge. Connects in the foul line jumper. Aldridge has got 4 points now in the quarter.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Pass to Gobert. Gobert, the screen. Pass to Hayward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Freak. A 32-point game for him in the win against the Lakers. It's Ginobili with the drive. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Jazz trail by 10. Okay, time now for an injury report.
Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Jazz. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. This would be a terrible loss for his team if he were to miss this time, as they are gearing up for the last leg of the season. Just when you don't want injuries, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Hopefully we'll see him very soon.
Well, they like him back as quick as possible, but they also want him healthy.
For Utah, the clock runs out.
Thanks, Kevin.
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half. Well, we've established a clear dominance on the interior at the offensive end. And until they prove they can stop our inside game, we have to continue to pound it into the post. One thing I liked, our passing, getting a lot of assists. Unselfish passing can get us into a nice rhythm, and that's how we get ourselves on a run. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
And now the third quarter about to get going. Nice game, great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Favors and Gobert, the shot-blocking duo inside. Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Spurs leading by 7. Freak kicks to Aldridge. There's the dish to Freak, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. For San Antonio, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
And the second free throw, good. Jazz trail by 8. The pass to Gobert. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials on the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Here's Freak. 7 points in the game. Outside Aldridge. Leonard on the wing. Spurs working the ball around now. And it's Freak missing.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Burks the pass to Favors. Dishes to Gobert. Baseline jumper. San Antonio with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. And a wide open look for Freak. That falls nice feed that time for Marginobly. And that's now 10 points for Freak. Jazz trail by 9. The feed to Gobert. Pass to Hayward. Gobert with a screen for Hayward. Kicks it to Burks. He dishes it to Gobert. 6 to shoot. Here's Favors. Another miss by Utah. Spurs leading by 9. To the middle. Here's Freak. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Freak's got 12 in the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Now, here's Burks. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Now, here's Leonard. Derek Favors unable to get his shot to go. There's Freak. And the Spurs scoring again.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Jazz trail by 13. Feeds it to Gobert. He kicks it to Hayward. Gobert with a screen on Leonard. Pass to Favors. Shot to stop the run. Again, Favors missing.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only 1 make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
Ginobili gets the bucket.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder was saying to his team. Hayward was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
Here's Freak. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. 16 points for Freak.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category. If they think that kind of defense is going to get it done against him, they're mistaken.
Parker kicks to Freak. From outside, off the mark. Jazz trail by 14. Hayward with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. Hayward dishes to Hood. To the wing on the left. Gobert the screen. Back to Hayward. From deep three-point range. But he stays with it. They double him with Freak. Gobert in the corner. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Teams changing it up here. San Antonio with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Freak in at point guard. West is out there with Green, and it's Mills. That's the San Antonio 5. Burks kicks to Hayward. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Here's Marjanovic. He feeds it to Green. Here's Freak. West trying to free himself up. No good from outside that time from Freak. Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And some changes here for the Spurs. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for West, and Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Daniel Green. And Utah with a change here too. Isles checked in. To the inside, here's Gobert. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Mills kicks to Freak. Shoots it up. Good on the jump shot. Freak's got 12 points in just the second half.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Passes to Lyles. Nato. It's blocked.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
And that one's good.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And here's Mills for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Inside, here's Burks. The second effort. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
The Spurs making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. And it's Freak missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Pulls up on the elbow. And that one hits back iron.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And stolen by Hayward. Jazz trail by 19. Gobert with a screen on Ginobili. Down low. Nice shot by Gobert. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Aldridge a screen. Freak passes to Leonard. The dish to Freak. Spurs passing it around. From 11 feet away. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists in the game.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
You're starting to feel it from deep.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Gentlemen, some late-game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks, Doris. And he gets it to go. Freak's got 16 points here in the second half.
And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good team, Greg, because you should always be playing against the game and yourself. I know there's an opponent out there, but when you have a lead, it's all about continuing to execute. Do what you do and stay true to that. And I like that aggressiveness and full speed ahead kind of attack that they have.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Burks, solid defense there from Ginobili.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
With the fadeaway. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 4 assists now tonight.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Spurs.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
And it looks like they're going to spare themselves the embarrassment of being swept in the season series by winning this last one.
Yeah, you know what? And that may not seem big, but it's huge. There's a big difference between dropping 2 out of 3 as opposed to getting blanked 3-zip.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Freak. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Well executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
To the paint. Here's Duncan. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Spurs lead by 20.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
And it's Harris off the drive, and he gets it to go.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
Yeah, but it's come a little too late to have a real impact on the game, though. We call this box score window dressing. All it's going to do is make the numbers look a little better than it was.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Shooting for San Antonio, David West. Free throw drops for David West. And David West drops them both. So it's Utah now. Harris dishes to Favors. There's the pick, and there's the pass to Morrow. Pass to Ingles to the inside. Again, the Jazz score.
Crisp pass into the paint.
Joe Ingles. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. It only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Guys, I'm here with Tony.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
There's no doubt about it. This guy is a leader. He was in attack mode all night, calling for it and delivering in some big, big plays and baskets. His point total shows everything that I'm talking about. The defense was like, what am I going to do? And he was like, nothing, because I'm toying with you.
That was Freak turning up the volume right there, baby, all the way up to 11. And the stereo only goes to 10, Ernie, but we're at 11 right now. The man himself may be quiet, but his performance spoke very loudly.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
Today on 2K TV postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from two of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from two of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from two of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from two of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from two of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from two of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from two of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at BC and 2K Interactive. Tune in now.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Spurs out in San Antonio. So for the Spurs, their last game, a win against Utah. A terrific underdog win in that last game. They're feeling good, looking to keep it up tonight. And when you talk about Tim Duncan and how he approaches the game, his demeanor, he comes across so calm in interviews, but he's as competitive as anybody in the league, Kenny.
Yeah, you don't win 5 rings and not be competitive. It's impossible. And then I'm sure if you watched him in a practice or after practice or before practice, you see the intensity, you see the film work, you see all the work ethic that you see in the great players on an outward show that he doesn't always show, but he has.
We've got basketball action at the AT&T Center. We're in San Antonio, Texas, the home of the Spurs, live on 2K Sports. It's out on the road tomorrow as the Spurs wrap up this home stretch. They're among the league's powerhouse teams, presently in second place in the West.
And, you know, right now for San Antonio, they've had a dream season. And I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
It really is amazing how far they've come in the course of one season, from afterthought to title contender.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Barnes in at the small forward. And here's Freak following Draymond Green's 3. And a wide open look for Freak. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Freak's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Curry. Shot is off. Nice D from Freak. On defense, the Warriors, they defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Here's Marjanovic, guarded by Curry. Leonard drains it from 17 feet out. Leonard's got his first points of the night.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin, we'll see how successful they are.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Green. No good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
And it's the Warriors with the ball after the basket by San Antonio. Here's Marjanovic. Ginobili with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. And that one's good. Free.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start exactly what they were hoping for.
Now here's Thompson, who's coming off a 13-point game against New Orleans.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
Here's Leonard. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Leonard's got his second basket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Can't get it to go. Warriors trail by 6. Outside Curry. Kicks it to Bogut. Back to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Here's Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Barnes has got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Ginobili against Barnes. And the pass to Freak. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Curry attacking. Can't hit. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And it's Freak missing. Warriors trail by 6. The dish now to Green. Rebounded by Manu Ginobili. The Spurs have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Leonard kicks to Freak. 107 left in the first quarter of the game. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Thompson. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And the Warriors making a change here. Samuel Dallenberg, he's checked in for Bogut. Looney comes in for Barnes. Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for Thompson. And Ian Clark subbed in for Steph Curry. Spurs leading by 6. Now Parker. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Moore passes to Looney. West with some nice D.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Duncan dishes to Parker. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. Parker's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
And that one's good.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup.
For Dallenberg. Barnes comes in for Looney. Thompson, he's checked in for Ejuan Moore. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Ian Clark. Freak in at shooting guard. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Parker. That's the San Antonio 5. Shot's good. And it's 13 points for Freak.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Jazz got down to business. He ended with 22 points and added a few rebounds as well. It was a great contribution from someone who is considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
San Antonio shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
To the paint. Here's Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Some guys will try to overpower you at the rim, but he likes to elude you and trick you. He's got quickness and a soft touch.
Right wing. Back to Parker. From the arc. And that one's good. Parker's got 9.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Warriors trail by 19. Outside Curry. Thompson right side. They kick it out to Green. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Freak. And another basket for San Antonio.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Green, the screen. Thompson outside. Misses off the left iron.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Here's Curry. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
But what stood out for me was his gorgeous playmaking out there. I mean, over and over, he was finding his teammates in a great position to score.
Aldridge left side. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Aldridge has got 7 points for the quarter.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Thompson with the bucket.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
And it's Parker at the elbow. Passes it to Freak. Right side Aldridge. 11 feet away. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Aldridge has got 9.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been...
Hey guys, great execution in the first half, but we still have a few things to talk about before we go back out there. You all get a huge pat on the back for the defense you're playing. Whatever approach they've used, we've stopped. Tremendous determination on D. Now I'll give credit where credit is due. We've taken very good care of the basketball. Turnovers were scarce, and we need to keep it that way. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. All right, guys, I know we got a healthy lead, but we cannot let up against this tougher team. Let's go.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. Yeah, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes in at the small forward spot.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. they've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Curry with it. Out defended by Freak. Fires from deep. The shot by Curry, no good.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Ginobili kicks to Freak. Aldridge against Barnes. Feeds it to Leonard. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
These past few weeks, you can see how San Antonio stacks up. First in shooting percentage. First in lowest turnovers a game. And they're number one in opponent scoring. They don't allow teams to get into a rhythm offensively, and thus they're able to hold those points down.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Tim Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. West comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Big bodies and soft hands. Well, that's what these guys possess. The top assisting center.
And they are some of the best players ever. I mean, period. I'm sure that's not lost on him.
Certainly not. I mean, it's precisely why he's worked so hard to become the passer he is today. He didn't want to just be a scorer. He wanted to be a complete post player, and he's done it.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Manu Ginobili on the wing. He kicks to Freak. Duncan, the pass to West, and it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw. San Antonio's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Dallenberg with a screen on Parker. And Moore kicks to Dallenberg. And another basket for Golden State. Here's Freak. He's got 22. West outside. Spurs passing it around. Duncan dishes to Freak. Unloads from 9. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. Duncan's got 4 assists now tonight.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Parker against Moore from 11 feet away, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Spurs have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
I love the offensive execution on that possession.
Warriors have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. They set the pick. Over in the corner, Green. The three-pointer is right on target. Green's got 14.
And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball. Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Dallenberg with a screen on Parker. And it's Moore penetrating. Here's Dallenberg. The rebound by the Spurs.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
The shot is off. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Golden State's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Freak, he's in at point guard. Maurice Spade's out there with Ginobili, and it's Mills, and that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good crisp passes.
And Spates gets it to go.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
It's Bielitsa, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. San Antonio's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. It's Freak, top of the key. Blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup. Freak's got 28.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Moore, left side. Clock at 6. Clark, the pass to Looney. Rebound, San Antonio.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
Good on the shot. 30 points for Freak.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Clark kicks to D'Alembert. He feeds it to Moore. Pass to Clark. And it's Spates with the rebound.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Plenty of space. And Freak gets it to go on the assist from Spates. That's now 32 points for Freak. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
The Warriors have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Clark, the pass to Looney. It's Bielitsa. Drains the three-pointer.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
To the right side. Mills dishes to Freak. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Bielitsa. Golden State moving the ball around. No good from Clark.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight. Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line. So far in the game for Mills, he has 8 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
David West, he's checked in for San Antonio. Kyle Anderson comes in for Manu Ginobili. The Warriors have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. And D'Alembert kicks to Clark. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on David West. And he makes the first. San Antonio making a switch here. Green's checked in. And so Clark nails both of them. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Freak kicks to Green. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. The pass to Looney. The feed now to D'Alembert. Dishes it to Clark. And D'Alembert kicks to Moore. 6 to shoot. The shot is off. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. And it's Antoine Moore with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And so it's San Antonio with it. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Picked by West. It's stolen.
That's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right on top of the other.
Time to just slow it down, make the simple play, and get a good shot.
He dishes it to Freak. And here is Green. Anderson passes to Freak. West kicks to Spates. Puts it up from 15. And that one's good. Spates has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Here's Clark. Passes to Looney. Out to the right wing. And D'Alembert kicks to Moore. Used that pick to get in close.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
Boy, I tell you, look at these teams, Greg. They're very evenly matched. This could be one of the better in-conference battles we see this season.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was. Poor Freak. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Kicks to D'Alembert. Here's the screen. Here's Clark. Sinks the three-pointer.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Freak. That's tipped. Here's Clark. Pass to Bielitsa. And it's Spates with the rebound. Now here's Freak. The 10-footer. Almost, but it rolls out. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Lucky win, Freak, lucky win.
It was all skill, baby.
Oh, of course it was. What was I thinking? Good seeing you, Freak.
All right, you too. Take care.
Yeah, say hello to the family for me.
All right, I will.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
I don't know what got into him tonight. Whew. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is
Today on 2K TV postseason, the road to the tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners, and of course, give you a chance at BC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the road to the finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners, and of course, give you a chance at BC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the road to the finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners, and of course, give you a chance at BC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. American Airlines Arena, the place, and the Miami Heat will be on their home floor as they go up against the San Antonio Spurs. Not a lot to complain about for this San Antonio group right now. It's been a fantastic season for them, and this could be one of its most memorable nights, as a win here gives them the best record in the league. All right, guys, topic of the day. There was a stat that came out that was really interesting. Until last season, every NBA Finals in the last 15 years included either Duncan, Kobe, or Wade. Kenny, do you think Wade's impact on the NBA has gone underrated?
I think it has. I would say that I can't name 3.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the San Antonio Spurs come in for this one. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Latina, celebration of Latin culture in the league. It's become an annual tradition and a very good one. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. And with the road trip approaching, the Heat will play their final game of their homestand. They're one of the top flight teams in the league with the second best record in the Eastern Conference.
And I think it's an important game. They only faced this club twice this season, and you mentioned that loss in the first one. You hate to get swept in a season series.
Well, I agree with you. It's about pride and competition. You want to hold your own against every team you face. That's how you get respect in this league. You got to win games. You got to beat teams. You don't want them thinking they've got your number. Handle your business, and the respect will come.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Manu and Kawhi filling out the perimeter. Then it's Freak. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. The feed to Ginobili. Spurs working the ball around now. And it's Freak missing. And Miami has possession. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And guys, just look at the turnover stats in that game. You're not going to win giving it up as many times as they did.
Not unless you play an even tougher brand of defense on your end and force more turnovers for the other side. That's the only way you're going to get that thing squared away.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Wade outside. Bosh rolling around him. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
D-Wade with an excellent pass there.
There's Freak, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
So it's Miami now, after the basket by San Antonio. Right side, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Now here's Ginobili. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Bosh, a screen on Ginobili. Wade passes to Bosh. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Bosh has got 5 men.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And another basket for San Antonio.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Bosh, a screen on Leonard. Here's Hudrick. He's covered by Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Look from Bosh. Can't hit. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They come in fresh off the win against the Warriors.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have it.
The Heat with the lead. On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Freak in a 2-guard. Aldridge out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Parker. Here's Whiteside. We always like to break down the league leaders at their respective positions, so check out this group of small forwards with the highest field goal percentages since All-Star. Kawhi Leonard on top.
Obviously, looking at those numbers, he hasn't just been settling for outside shots. He works very hard to get a lot of high-quality looks in close.
And that inside-outside game, I like to call it reversible clothing. It makes him the most accurate shooter among NBA small forwards.
And the Spurs making a change here. Ginobili's checked in. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Britt. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Warriors just played phenomenally. He finished with 36 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I say it would make it to his greatest hit spot, no doubt about it.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Ginobili kicks the Freak. Inside, clock at 6. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And Whiteside sends it back. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Heat shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Down low, here's Dang. That's good. And it's Udrich with the assist that time. Udrich has got 4 assists in the game. Spurs trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And that one's good. Freak. And Miami has possession. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Count the bucket.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Marjanovic. Left side, Leonard. Here's Marjanovic. He's covered by Dang. Spurs passing it around. Aldridge a screen. It's Ginobili on the wing. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Ginobili's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Bosch. To the paint. Here's Dang. Right side trying to break free. Dang can't get it to go. Spurs have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Ginobili dishes to Freak. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Right side a screen. Down low. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bosch, a screen on Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. And Bosch gets it to go on the assist by Udrich. Udrich has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Freak kicks to Leonard. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Ginobili. It's Freak, top of the key. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Freak's got 10 points.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Bosch kicks to Dang. It's tipped. They recover it. Here's Whiteside. Cannot hit. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Outside Leonard. Fires for 3. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Leonard's got the lead up to 1 now for San Antonio. The Heat have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And Udrich kicks to Whiteside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He has 7.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
A 3 from Leonard. And it's D. Wade with the rebound.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way. No doubt they've been winning on the backcourt.
Bosch misses.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Freak. And stolen by Udrich. .35 seconds left in the second quarter. Dang gets a wide open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
The Heat have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Now Udrich. He's coming off a 13-point game against Denver.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Freak. That misses. Would have kind of had it gone in. And so it's a...
Well, the offense has obviously been a struggle. What do you think you can do better to make up ground on them?
We just have to wait for the right shot, really. We want to get even with them, but too often we're trying to do it all in one trip. We stay patient and keep waiting for that can't-miss shot. Yeah, we'll be all right.
Thank you for your time. This one far from over, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. I'll say this. We kept a very tight handle on the basketball, and that's something I always like to see. The fewer turnovers, the better, obviously. Keep your heads on a swivel out there. I'll give you a compliment, though. The ball movement's been excellent. Love how many buckets we're getting off assists. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. We know we can take their best punches and hang with them. Now it's time to hit them with everything we got and see how they handle it.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You look at Chris Bosh in this game everywhere.
I tell you what, though, it's going to be important to see if they can slow him down in the second half, because so far they have not had anybody that can disrupt his rhythm down low.
Well, how about guys mixing up the looks? I mean, bump him out a little bit, front him, double him, anything to try to get him off his rhythm.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Miami, the big men are Bosh and Whiteside. Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3, and it's Udrich in at the point. Freak passes to Aldridge. Aldridge is screen. Ginobili kicks to Freak. Can't get it to go. And it's Miami the other way. Out to the right wing. It is now to Udrich. He kicks it to Bosh. Clock at 4. The Heat need to get a shot off. Tries a 3. The shot by Wade, no good. Spurs trail by 3. Freak dishes to Leonard. Aldridge, no one around him. They get it back. Marjanovic, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Heat shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. To the left side wing. Here's Dang. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
Here's Freak. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. San Antonio shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
And the Heat making a change here. Mick Roberts is checked in. Wade kicks to Bosh. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Ginobili the pass to Freak. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Freak's got the game tied up here for San Antonio. Heat have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And Udrich kicks to McRoberts. Ginobili against Wade. There's the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Inside, Freak. Rebound by the Heat. They push it up 4 on 3. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Ginobili. Miami shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. That free throw, no good. And Miami. 8 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Parker dishes to Freak. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Freak's got 16 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. On the floor for San Antonio, starting the fourth quarter. Freak in at point guard. Duncan is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Parker, and it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. Wade kicks to Bosch. Aldridge with some nice D.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
Bosch, a screen on Leonard. Pass to Whiteside. It's good. This time the assist from Udrih. Udrih has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Parker kicks to Duncan. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Bosch, the screen. Wade kicks to Bosch. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Wow, the fans are really getting their money's worth tonight. What an entertaining ball game.
Up to this point, Greg, it's been almost impossible to separate these teams. I think this one's going to be close all the way.
Wade passes to Bosch. Fades back, and another basket for Miami. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Heat?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Parker. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Parker's got the lead up to 2 now for the Spurs.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And Aldridge comes over to help. Right side inside. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
There's Freak. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And the Spurs lead by 2.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Here's Bosch. Drops one in from the wing. Bosch has got 20.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
A different look for Miami. Amari Stoudemire. He's checked in for Whiteside. And it's Dang in for Mike Scott. Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. Here's Duncan. Drills the leaner.
And I really feel like he just wanted us to see that leaner there. That's a shot he's very comfortable with.
Wade dishes to Dang. Bosch, the screen. Here's Udrih. He's covered by Leonard. Here's the screen. Wade kicks to Udrih. And it's Freak with the rebound. Spurs have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the 4th. A perfect 6 for 6. And it's the Heat on the break. Wade passes to Bosch. 11 feet away. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
That drops.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with the soft touch to match.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Thanks, Doris. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for San Antonio.
I love the ball movement there. He put that silver platter, just served him up.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Leonard. Shoots off the screen. He'll want to turn offline to the right, but drops in for him. And the Spurs lead by 2. Here's Udrih. Passes it to Bosch. Udrih dishes to Dan. Again, the miss by Dan. The Spurs have gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. There's Freak. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Now it's a 4-point Spurs lead.
And that's a nice possession. Did a good job to get that open shot.
Kicks the Bosch. He feeds it to Udrih. Back to Bosch. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
You know, Bosch is playing really well. 22 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
By missing one of those, that leaves them needing a 3 to tie it up. Not the ideal situation.
Freak kicks to Ginobili. Outside Leonard. Spurs passing it around. Wade outside. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Ginobili. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
Here's Stoudemire. Then kicks to Udrih. And it's Bosch in the corner. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
I love that stroke that you saw from Bosch right there.
And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible. And hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Then kicks to Wade. Over to the left wing. And so it's San Antonio with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Good win, good
and
win,
now,
good win. Fuck all that. Good win.
Thank you, gentlemen.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard. He was the engine that drove this team the whole night, and his teammates had no problem. And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille.
2K TV postseason. The Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason. The Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason. The Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason. The Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason. The Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason. The Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason. The Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason. The Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason. The Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.